All right. Let's see what we got. Different tablet. It should work a little faster than what I did have. A little faster. This is a 12 by 18 inch watercolor paper on top of canvas board. And I don't know why I just did that. Go back home. Oh, I know why it's doing that. I have to flip this. There we go. Oh, that's a lot better. All right. I'm going to have to turn the audio down, of course. Let's see if I can find the audio button before it starts to doing that. Yeah, let's turn that off. All right, let's see what happens here. Of course, we have an overcast sky. The shiny stuff you see is vegetable glycerin. If you look up on top, it's just 3 colors so far. It's ultramarine blue or blue-green and black and white. That's it. All right. Okay. It's still trying to crank a picture here. Like I say, my internet doesn't do well when it rains, but it's trying. See what happens. It's trying. I can't tell if anybody's watching or not. Hello, Marilyn. I see it now. So I guess you are watching. Okay. Right now, I can't tell. It's just going in circles with my logo. So I might have to, but I believe you must be watching me. Like I say, I can't tell really. But all right, we will move this right along. Okay. I would gather you guys are still watching me somehow. I really can't tell. I'm going to get I'll start off with I think I'll just start off with a little bit of white. It's bluish green. I just want a nice bright spot because the rest will be kind of covered with that black and sea green. So I just want a little bit of a glow. I'll start it down here somewhere and kind of sneak it around. Nothing really special. A lot of it's going to be covered up, so I'll just keep it around in that area like that. I don't need much more than that. Hey, Sonia. Well, I was contemplating when I should do a YouTube show. I used to just have pre-recorded things going on, and I would sit in the chat room, but I haven't done none of those in a while, so I figure I'd just throw something together here. And I'm going to take a very soft brush, and I'll just lightly kind of I want to keep the intensity, really, but I will fade some of this in lightly. Just have it disappear on the edges there. I only have part of the canvas covered with glycerin. I'm going to have some really troubling looking clouds happening here. But I do need a nice little bright spot. I'm not going to get rid of the intensity of the brightness in there. I'll fade the other stuff out though. So this will be a nice little work in progress as we go along here. Like I said, apparently you guys can see what's going on. I can't see anything. Maybe if I go back out and come back in and see what happens there. Let me try that. I can't see me. I can see what you're writing, but I can't see me. My internet's not the greatest, and especially when it rains, it's even worse. So, we'll see what happens. Not getting much of nothing yet. I may have to get off of here and get the phone. So the more things change, the more things stay the same, apparently. Okay, I'm going to take my old standby brush I used to have for a few years. I took it and gave it a crew cut, as you can see. Usually I use it for trees. I'm going to use it just to... Wow, I'm not getting anything off of YouTube. I thought this is supposed to be Facebook's issue. Now it decides to come up. Alright. Let's go to my channel. Let's do the whole dance over again there. Okay, now I got 3 circles. Now they all froze. It's going to pick up. I see Maryland, RVDJ. No, it's not picking up. But that's okay. Alright, anyway, I'll just leave it be. We're going to go into our ultramarine blue here. A little touch of black. Put it right in there with ultramarine blue. Alright, a little bit of that. We're going to come up here and we're just going to kind of some stuff started in there like that. Let's get some more of that. And we'll come over here and pretty much do the same thing. Like this. Get a little bit of black. Both of black in the corner. Like that. A little touch of black. Maybe down here. Up in here. Clean off the brush real fast. Get a tiny speck of white, and we'll say I want a few bright spots in there like that. Play around with it in here. This glycerin will smooth a lot of this over. Don't worry about that. Put some of that turquoise in there. And we're going to mash all that together like one big soup. long outlived its usefulness. This is the brush I used to use for putting on the glycerin. So like I said, I just gave it a crew cut, and I'll just use it for trees and whatnot. So I'll still try to salvage it. Okay, we'll start right here with the dark stuff right at the corner very lightly. We'll just kind of smooth all of this out. I tend to go in circles a little bit. It's just my preference, really. Now, I have it coated pretty good with glycerin, so it's not a hard press. Don't need to really go all out with the pressure. And this this mop brush, it's got a point to it. All right, so you're really just tapping a few bristles, really. And this won't be the only layer. I'll add some more onto this because it's still manipulative. I can still move it around to whatever degree I want. And I will. If you down here, there's no glycerin at all. It won't be needed as of right now. Okay. Let's get rid of some of those. Make my cloud light there. Really put it in there. Now I'll take a head brush, which is nothing but the size of a 3-inch brush, very soft bristles. I'll take what I've got here and very lightly smooth all of it. And what I'm doing really is blending all of that in there. Just blend it all together. It'll get rid of a lot of the lines and such. Glycerin kind of expands your paint anyway as it dries, so you don't have to really worry about seeing those lines. That's really good enough. And just clean up the brush really well. I'll put it back because I'll be using it again. Okay, so I pretty much got a little bit of foundation stuff happening there. Okay. Let's take a fan brush. Let's go back into this and we'll add a little touch of black to the blue mix here. I'll keep playing in that blue until I get something I kind of like a little bit. And we'll test it. We'll test it around in here. Kind of do a nice little patch. It needs a little white. I'm gonna have to get the phone. Somebody might be messaging me, and I have no idea what they're saying because the phone is not in with me, of course. Get just a little touch of white. I mean, just barely. And I'll start like doing little quiet little patches like that. Just little spots here and there. Come in here, kind of come up in here like that. So we're gonna get all sorts of stuff going on and get the little corner of white. We'll keep the white around in here, somewhere in the center. Like that. It is only in the corner. We'll pop some of that up in here. Come down with it. Okay. We'll just keep continuing to build clouds. I really don't know what's happening here. See if I can get rid of the chat and bring it back. See if anybody else is talking. Nope, only the two. I don't see nothing really weird going with my stream. Like I say, Facebook's the one with the issues tonight. So if anybody's actually on Facebook, God bless them if they can get on. I know they're going through some weird things going tonight. And we'll just kind of get some cloud action going here. I'm not going to go as heavy as I did the previous ones. I want some of these to kind of show out a little bit. Come on, tail like that. Wipe it. I'll come up here a little with that. I got a little spot in the corner I'm going to kill off there. I'm going to add a little more black in this. Little spots. Okay, let's take Mr. Paintbrush. Let me do a nice little light pass. Very light. Very light. Down in the bottom, we can pretty much kind of clean that up. Because there's going to be stuff here anyway. A lot of the action I want up here. Very light. I still wanna kind of beef up those corners a little bit. A little bit dark. Just a little. We'll take the same fan brush. Go in the corner. You see, a little bit in the corner there. Okay. It will come out and kind of just pop it in there like this. Kind of trail it out that way. How about a little bit here? Then we'll come out here. Just like that. Trail it downward. Kind of close it in a little bit. Okay, and very, very lightly with my brush, I kind of take advantage of those long streaks there. I'll fluff some things up a little bit, but kind of have to go a long way. Kill off some of the bottom there. With glycerin, you can kind of send your clouds to whatever direction you want. As you can see, very lightly, straight as you can. I can fade this out. Don't need this too much. Come out here, very lightly fluff some of that paint, smooth it out a little bit. People will think you. Now here is a little rough for you to see because of the glare, of course. Sorry about that. Okay. Of course, as I'm doing it, it is also drying. Hello, Madonna. Well, I haven't been on for a while. It's okay. I forgive you. All right. I still want little hints of maybe a little bit of the bluish white. Just little hints of it. Oh. I know they look like little powder puffs. It's okay. We'll just fade them out. So don't fear the powder puffs. It's all right. Don't fear the puffs. We'll get rid of them. Somewhat. Put a few little touches in there like that. So when they look like that, don't fret. It's okay. That's what the little softy brush is for. You go in very lightly and kind of blend them out a little. Smooth them up. It's okay. It all blends together. Okay. Just want a little bit of bright stuff in there, here and there. And yes, you can do the X stroke with the mop brush. It's okay. It'll work. It's the glycerin that's helping you out doing all of this. Depends on what type of. Hey, Capro. How are you? It's been a minute. Yeah, once you blend them in, it looks more natural, as you can see. So you got all sorts of values going on in here, you know. And all it is, you know, this brush and a fan brush. I just used these two. All right. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's throw a mountain in here somewhere. I'm gonna pretty much just use the same colors. Don't worry about this line here. We don't care about that line. I want the mountain to appear to be quite a ways away. All right, so we'll just use pretty much the same color. The more of this greenish blue, the more it matches in with the sky, the further away it will look. Okay. I should be able to get away with this. I hope I have enough. Maybe not. Let's make a little more. Be on the safe side. Make a little more than what you think it requires. Just in case you do kind of run out. It's not like you can't make another mix of the same colors. You're only working with 3 so far. So I mean, you can't even mess that up. Okay. Many ways to do a mountain. You can use the palette knife, the brush, whatever kind of floats your boat, really. Today, I guess I'll use a brush. All right. You know, I can really see you guys' text on the screen better. This. There we go. There you guys are. All right. So let's, no glycerin or anything, just the paint. Let's see if I got enough glycerin that's actually on the canvas to do this. I hope. If not, we'll improvise. Okay. Got some interesting cloud cover stuff happening here. Let's shift myself here so I can see exactly what the heck I'm doing. Oh, well, kind of put some stuff down here like that. If you can barely see it, that's a good thing. Because I really don't want it um, to be overly showy, should I say. Let's go here. Go up there like that. You gotta add the sound effects, if not it doesn't work. Ooh, let's just kind of peek it out the way up here. Why not? Of course, you guys don't see what the heck I'm doing up there. Go down there like that. Okay, and then we'll just bring all this down. Bring it all down. Bring it downward. When you do your mountains, the most important thing really is the top of your mountain edge. Keep them pretty sharp. Nice crisp edge. Mountain. I'm just checking the color. I'm gonna need more paint. Of course, I knew that was gonna happen, but that's all right. Like I say, you only got 3 colors. You really can't mess this up. And I'm just blocking in. That's all I'm doing. Just blocking it all in. Sometimes I mix the colors right on the board. It's okay. This is more or less still the wet and wet style. Alright. Doesn't have to be perfectly painted in. You know, you can get it a little choppy or whatever. Kind of adds to the look once you start putting rock layers on it and whatnot. And you just kind of fade it out. I'll just use the same brush. I just get rid of the excess stuff. It's still down below where the glycerin is, so they easily blend out. Okay. But now you see how that glow makes the mountain stand out. Okay. Alright. And yes, we still got a peak way up here. You guys don't see it because once it starts to dry, you'll see a little bit more and more of it. Okay, enough of that. Alrighty. And there's another approach to these guys that you can do. Let me get some of this extra paint off the top for a second there. Now there's no glycerin on this layer of paint, so it is drying rather quickly. I just want to get a lot of it off the edge. Now when it comes to doing details in your mountain, the more you do them, the more you'll see them. You'll see it's just practice. All right. Okay. There's a few ways I can approach this mountain. I can use either one of the palette knives, or I can use a brush. It depends on how much texture you actually want on your mountain. Okay. Now there's glycerin on here, which will provide a slight problem because glycerin is really slippery and everything, so the paint may not grab as tightly unless you let it dry up a little bit. Alright. In case you might run into a situation like that, if you're working with acrylic paint, I work with acrylic paint, you can always buy yourself some of this stuff. Alright. Molding paste. Okay. Awesome stuff there. Alright, you just need a little bit of it. I'll take a little bit. And it dries clear. Okay. I'll put it here on the canvas. Right here with this mess here. I'll use this. Alright. What it does really is just thicken up your paint. It does not change the color of it or anything. Okay, it just thickens up the paint, and so it will help add the texture to your rocks or whatever, tree bark, whatever you want to use it for. But it's just thickening up the paint. Okay. All right. Let's make them a little darker. I'll go backwards. I'll make them darker. So I'll work on maybe the so-called shadow side today. This time. We'll see. Bring a nice thin line of it out like that. Okay. Don't keep the top open. It does dry rather quickly. All right. Okay. So it really all depends on, like I say, how you want to do your mountains. All right. Let's see if I put you. No, I'll keep it like this. I really don't see. I see your text, but I don't see your. Oh, you've never seen modeling paste before? Oh yeah, really handy stuff. I'll just do a nice little swipe right across here. And I'll just start where I might want the shadows to be. I think I want the shadows on the right hand side. So we'll just play here. Maybe you see this and maybe you don't. I'm hoping that you do. Now with me being really a lefty, I want the shadow side, obviously, it's going to be on the left side, so I have to go down and to the left. All right, my penchant is really going from the, going to the, or down to the right. I tend to go to the left. I don't want to do that. I have to go the other way. So, very lightly. Oh man, you guys will barely see that. And that's just because, well, I mean, you see a little bit of it. So I guess I'll keep working at it. I'll keep playing with it here. But you guys will see the textures, especially when I add the lighter colors. But you guys will start to see it there. Okay. And I don't want to really grab too much. A thin, really thin layer of this stuff will work. You'll get more texture that way. And I'm just going to keep playing with it here. And keep your brush relatively flat to the canvas. That's how you can get your textures going here. But you'll start to see it the more I do this as I go across the range here. All right. Yeah. And what you see me doing really is really just laying out the foundation of yonder mountain. Turn this around here because I got some more on the other side here. And you're going to the lower right. Okay. I can kind of curve it around like that. Okay. Like so. Once again, the more you practice these, you'll start to see the shapes and the patterns. All right. Hey, Billy. We'll come here. I'll kind of step it around like that. I'll show you real slow. You see the paint in the brush. So, if my hand is the canvas here, okay, you're not holding it this way. You're going to flatten it out as flat as you, just get the angle right there. You hold it out as flat as you can there. And then you move around. Okay, and that's where you get the paint to break up and do all sorts of special, strange things. And remember, you're going to the lower right. Okay. I will add a little gully here, but you really want this paint to break up. Which is why I use the modeling paste, molding paste. Now with thick paint, you really don't have to use a lot of the molding paste. But with the glycerin on it, you may find that you have to from time to time. I'm getting a little bit of black, mixing it in with the rest of the paint that I do have here. Now, obviously, that's a little too dark. We'll just add some more. But like I said, you really can't mess this mix up. And if you find this a little too light, just add a little more of the darker mix to it. It's okay. You'll get it. All right, that should be about it right there. More or less. And if it isn't, you can always add a little more, a little less, according to how you want to do it. Let's go up here. Right here to the top here. Now, what I just shown you is too light. So add more black. I just won't add it to all of the paint. That should do it right there. Yeah, there's no way you can't barely see it anyway because of the glare. That'll work. You're not gonna see that, but I'm just taking it, swirl it around. Now remember, this is thicker paint, so when you put it across there, it's definitely gonna stay there. And as it dries, okay, it gives you texture. So when you put your lighter paint across it, it'll do something very special for you. Once again, it's just you getting accustomed to. Yeah, I guess I'll go down like that. Why not? It's a little interesting. I'll really play around with these guys today. All right. Like I said, you really don't see it. Now, every time I put a layer on and I do more to the painting, it kind of changes the focus because the camera really can't tell. The camera is giving it its own depth perception. So, every once in a while, I have to touch the focus. Thank God for touch lenses. Now, as you can see it bring it back in focus. So every time I add a layer, the camera catches it and tries to adjust according to what it's looking at. Okay. RVing with G. Hello, how are you? It's good to see you guys. I know it's been a little while. Okay. I can continue to bring some of this texture downward, and why not? Even though the majority may be hidden, it depends if I want to put some fog in there. But I can continue the festivities with the dark. Okay. I can kind of shadow it and bring it down here a little bit. Now, the first layer that I've put on is starting to dry already. I can bring some of that down here a little bit. Okay. It's all good. Some of it you will see, some of it you may not see. But, you know, it's all right. Bring some up this way. Okay. And I'll leave it be just like that. All right. Let's take a little bit of the blue green. tiny bit of white in there. Just lighten it up a little bit. Now be careful adding the black because it will turn a funky gray on you, so just be very careful. But once again, I'm only using these three colors. Technically, white and black isn't a color. It's actually a shade in the tint, but who wants to be technical tonight? Not me. We'll use that. That should be good enough. I don't necessarily, now a lot of this is dried up here. Okay, I love that. Other half is already dry. So I don't have to use the paste. All right. Okay, the thinner you make this and cut across, the more texture you'll have. Got me. Hey, Kathy. Well, hello there. How are you? It's good to see you. It's been a minute. Truly has. Okay, so the lit side will be on the left, the upper left. All right, we'll have a little fun with this. I'll just start right here at the corner. Okay, and very lightly. You don't try to cover everything. All right, big mistake. Don't do that. All right, leave some of that original color in there. Okay, I can come over here. Right from there, just like that, and pop in one. See this? It's gonna get real interesting. You can have a little fun with these. Come down, then curve it around. You see how it breaks up? That's what you're looking for. Okay, and you're looking for pretty much a nice, decent edge, also. Like that, and we'll come on down. We'll give a nice little curve with some of this up here. So we start to have fun. Well, at least I will. I've been doing this for a minute. It's almost like you're making a game of it. Okay. Bring some of that upward like that. Bring some straight down. We'll come around and we'll play around here on the shadow side a little bit. Bring it downward. Okay. Out here, kind of go in its general path here, going down, kind of bring it across, like so. Bring some of that up there. Maybe a little bit there. You know. All right, let's get a little more of this greenish blue, a little touch of white. Shade darker. So I get a little touch of white. My dog is snoring and it's just disturbing. At least I hope that's a dog. Yeah, that's him. If it was a cat, I would be taking him to the vet like immediately. Oh, that's too bad. I wonder what happened to you. But you were sounding a little rough the last time I had heard from you. But I hope things are turning around for you. I know all about that being sick thing. It's no fun. Let's go over here. And we'll just kind of give it a nice little slope, go downward. Like that. We'll come down here, go straight down. I'm not using too much paint. Very light touch. Like so. Come on down there like that. I tend to spread my paint out really thin. Oh. How about something just slanted this way? And we'll just kind of curve him around like that. Nice little dip here. We just kind of go the letter U, go straight up. Go reverse there. Get a little something there too, just like that. here. Let's do this one. We'll come here, go down, and we'll just kind of chop it up a little bit like that. Because I don't have to do every single one. See these guys back here? We'll just kind of keep a little something right here, and have it go up into this right there, like that. Leave them alone back there. Just like that. Let's break that up a little bit. And just leave it be. And just go on to the next one. Right here. Be more direct with that guy. Another one here. Now, some people may wonder, what if you go a little bit too far past the edge? You know, the mountain's edge there, the cliffs there. Well, you just improvise. You make it a little bit larger than what you intended. It happens. It does happen. It does happen. But the more you practice it, the easier it becomes, the better you'll get at it. Trust me. And do something down there like that. Let's join him a little bit. Actually, let's give him a... Actually, let's bring him here like that, and then bring him down, bring him across. Get some like things going that way. Like I said, you can't see it because it's still wet here. All right, so that's the issue. That's what's going on there. As you see, I'm running real low on my light stuff, but that's all right because we're at the end of the mountain there. Okay, and we'll just take it and kind of give him a little guesswork there, something there. And go across. You won't see it until I take the picture of it, of course. All right. And, well, there you go. At least for that part. Okay. Let's look down at the palette. Let's clean this stuff up. You don't have to necessarily do this. I do because it's just my little phobia thing kicking in. I just kind of like having a clean palette. When I'm done with a certain subject or whatever else, I'll clean it off before I go on to something new. All right, but that's just my thing. Everybody's different. Okay. Let's do some light misty stuff here. Respect and much love back, dear. Could you go ahead and rest and take care of yourself? Really enjoyed your auctions and things. See, people who get attached to a viewer. It could be me also. You know, you get used to the times they come on. You get used to what they do and everything. You get used to the people that join in and chat with them and whatnot. You know, and then if something happens, it kind of throws everybody off a little bit. To get accustomed to you, to get used to seeing you and comfortable with you in your conversation. So when you end up missing, people get concerned. They do. I've had people call the house here. I didn't even know I had the number. They called my brother. But yeah, they'll get a hold of you. They'll try. Okay, we still got a little bit of glycerin down here on the bottom that'll work to our advantage. Okay, I'll use the white, a little touch of blue in there. So far, almost kind of a monochromatic painting so far. All right, we're going to use a little bit of mist. Just be a little careful. Now, I do have this is not like the numbers really matter. This is number 8, but I think this is a bright brush. This is a flat. This is number 8 flat. But I'm gonna there's glycerin still down here. Okay, as you can see, so I can really go down below and just kind of do a little bit of this. Okay, I can go up into the mountain a little bit. Be careful. because the glycerin might not be as strong there. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of add a little bit of mist and fog and fun. Mist, fog, fun, basically. I'll just kind of tap it in there. I might have a little something come across here like this. There's no glycerin here, so I'm just going to have to kind of dry brush it here. Very smooth, very delicate touch, and just kind of dry brush that. Out here, I might have to work a little fast. We'll see. I'll use this. If this brush has a little bit of body to it, which is why I'm showing it to you this way, then I'll just use that body, and I'll just get the mist going. Very light, very light. Remember, I do have the glycerin here, as you can see. And you just vary your hand pressure. Okay? Vary your hand pressure. If you know that there isn't any glycerin or it's pretty tacky, you're going to have to add a little pressure to it. But that's fine. Just a little bit of pressure. You still want to see shades up the mountain through all of the mist. Okay? So that's basically what I'm doing. When I first started learning how to do this, I was a nervous wreck. Really. But sometimes you're really just going to have to put on the adult pants and just dive on it and do it. And you'll get accustomed to it. You get used to it. Man, basically it's like doing your clouds, but just much thinner. Some patches of this stuff will be heavier than others. Okay. The only reason why I can get away with this is because there is glycerin down on the bottom. I'm working it upward into the mountain. This is acrylic, not oil paint, so it does dry much faster than oil. I tend to beat on my brushes pretty good, so they normally don't have too much of a shelf life. But it's all good, it's okay. Okay, but you see the look, different tones, different values. You barely see this happening here. Okay, I'm just going to get a touch of white on the corner of the brush, just on the corner. And I'll kind of work it in like this, just on the corner. Just little pieces here and there. I want to take that here. I'll take some of this. I'll borrow it, and I'll bring some over here. But just little bright patches here and there. And we'll do the same thing here. Just stir it around a little bit, just like that. Still keep it in the fluffy, cloudy type formation there. So you got little bits of bright mist, fog, clouds, or whatever you want to call them, just here and there. You can put them up in there like that. Stir around. Don't. It's the intensity of it. You don't want to get rid of the brightness. Okay, which is easy to do, which is why I'm going back over it again. Okay, it is easy to do that. And I just take usually the top and just fade the top out. Okie dokie. And I'll just kind of whisk it around. Doesn't matter really on the bottom. The bottom can be hidden. So all of this stuff on the bottom don't really matter. Just a way to clean your brush, really, if anything. It's not enough. I'm gonna borrow a bit of white, and we're just gonna kind of pop in some clouds in there. I hate it when he sneezes, it makes me jump. Okay, now you're able to see that pretty good. See that? All of this adds distance. Okay. All of it adds distance, which is what you're looking for. do have a cloud there, but it's like matching up with the other one. So let's make this one a little higher instead. I'll have it joined so it will give the appearance of being a little bigger. So I'll just join these two together. The key to mist in clouds, and especially in front of objects, is make them visible, but also make them transparent enough you can still see a little bit of the background in it. All right. Okay. Okie dokie. Apparently I should start adding other colors in here. Think. I'm doing this totally on the fly. I knew I was going to do clouds the way I was going to do them. I knew there was going to be a mountain in here. I do have plans for trees. I do. Alrighty then. I think I'll have, if there's anybody, I don't know how many people I want to see. It says only 3. So, see if anybody will talk to me here. I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to have to be off camera for a second. So I'll just put it on camera. You might not see it too well. You definitely won't see me because I'm going to leave like this. I'll put it on camera 4, which should spread that right out. Now you guys get to see the whole thing there. All right. You don't see the palette, but you should still hear my voice. Okay. Okie dokie. Where is my... Oh, crap. I left them. Oh, this is just dandy. All right, hold on for a second. I'll be right back. Be right back. Okay. I should have just burned my phone. Figured I didn't need the phone, but apparently I do. Okay. Alrighty. I know you guys don't hear me very well. I don't have the microphone hooked up to me yet. And I gotta set this phone up here. This is sad. All right, we got here. Let's clear all this. This is sad when I have to put it on YouTube on my phone because I can't get it on the tablet. So sad. Let's put this back. All right, you guys should be able to hear me once again. Somewhat. All right. Let's adjust the focus again because once again I changed camera angles. So hold on one second. There we go. That should tighten that up a little bit better. Let's do this. Let's turn on the volume quickly. All right. All right. You say you still hear me? Good. Who is this? This is. Oh, it's Jim. I didn't choose one yet, Jim, but I will. All right, well, anyway, while I'm having my little break here, any questions? Anything? Hey, how you doing, Ernest? He's a good musician, buddy of mine, engineering, musical engineer, producer, Ernest Walker. Known him over 20 years. Believe it or not, this painting is, I would say about, oh, probably 85% done. All right, I'm gonna have to mess with this. Yeah, because it's raining the way it is, Ernest, I'm having a little issues with my um, tablet. It's not the retired tablet. It's not even the tablet. It's actually the internet itself is doing this because of the rain. It's just rotten weather, and then um, the internet here at the house, the way we're situated, where it's at, it's um, just weird. So I can see everybody's text on the tablet. I just cannot see me painting. The cameras are not registering through. But on the phone, it's registering perfectly. So yeah, the Wi-Fi is pretty bad, and it is the Wi-Fi doing it because my webcaster is hooked directly to the router slash modem. So um, we have no problems because it's a direct line in, which is why you guys can hear me and see me here perfectly fine. But if you're on well here, Wi-Fi is kind of rough. So I may keep it like this. You don't really have to see my face, um, but I might keep it like this because you guys can see everything, and we're pretty close to the end of this anyway. But I think I know what I would like to do, and I believe I can get away with it down here. So, but the painting itself is pretty monochromatic. Um, Not really intentional, but it just happens to be that way so far. But I am gonna add some color to it. We've been at this a little over an hour, so it's not too bad. So okay, back at it, back at it. All right, let's add. Let's get a little bit of glycerin going. I think I'll use my almost new favorite brush. I'll get a little glycerin here, and I'll coat the bottom here. I don't glycerin, vegetable glycerin. A little bit goes an extremely long way. Now this is on watercolor paper. Watercolor paper is porous. All right, you don't need much of this. Trust me, you don't need much of this. Okay, very thin amount. It will do you fine. Okay. All right. I usually do this when I get somewhat lazy and I want to end this thing. To be honest with you. Okay. Let's add a little bit of black. We'll just use this brush. It's all right. A little bit of this greenish blue. Okay. And we're gonna take that and we're just gonna kind of do one of these numbers here. Needs to be a little bit darker here. A little bit of blue. It's gonna turn a weird blue gray. Okay. But we'll kind of do it like this. Kind of put it in here, little bits, pieces. I'm gonna lighten it up. Also. So we'll do a little bit of mountain reflection here, a little bit here and there. Okay. Don't worry about that cutoff at the top. We'll take care of that. And of course, it's fairly dark down here, just like that. Don't worry about the top. The top we can just kind of fade it away, just like that. Don't worry about that. Okay. And we'll get a little bit of white, a little bit of that blue. And we'll kind of put little touches in there like that. Kind of pop them in there, here and there. There's little spots here and quite a bit there, like that. And somewhere in there, we got a little bit of that brightness in there, something like that. All right. Okay. Clean off the brush real fast. I'll just take a very soft brush. We'll just kind of up and down like that, a little bit like this. Go up and down with it, like that. Bring it up. See that? Like that. Okay. And then we'll lightly go across. Lightly go across. Just lightly go across like that. Something like that. Okay. All right. All right. My preference, if I want to add little motion lines or whatever to it, I could, or I could just keep it pretty glassy, like that. Really, your preference, how you want to do that. Okay. Yeah. Really up to you how you want to do it. I think I'll take the bottom here and fade that a little stronger down here on the bottom. Just kind of blend those in a little bit better. Just like that, a little bit. Okay. Like I say, I can add little water lines if I want. I might not really want to do that. I think I'll keep the water fairly plain here. All right. Okay. All right. Let's get a little bit of landmass going here. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do it this way. Since I already have the black, let's go a little bit of the blue. Oh, you guys can't see this, that's right. You guys can't see me mixing this stuff, but I'm just taking some blue and black together. A little more black than this blue. It's gonna appear to be a muddy type of gray color. Because this is a blue-green mix with the black. Okay, so it's not going to be totally solid black. All right, that should be okay. All right, let's take a tiny fan brush, small guy, and we'll establish some landmass. The landmass will be about right about here. Right about here. And we'll probably end up curving it in like this. And we'll probably curve it in like that a little bit. We'll darken this here. Something like that. Alright. And we might push it out a little bit. Right about here. Okay. And we'll kind of get a little something. Maybe up in here somewhere. Something like that. Just have it keep going up. Just establishing a little bit of something there. All right. Okay, we'll take this same gray stuff here, and we'll just start to maybe pop in some trees of this nature. I'm going to need some more black and some more blue for this. So I'm just getting some more paint. A little more paint. Now, if my trees are designed like that, they're thinner. I can add different varieties of them. So, different sizes. It is just establishing different distance again, and they don't have to be super ultra detailed because they're a little further away. All right. And gathering out some more paint, make it a little bit thicker. From the paint, sometimes the paint has to be pretty thick, get on top of the other layers of paint there. But just like that. Something like so. Let's come down here, add a little bit of love down here, little reflections here. Come on down. Some are taller, some are shorter. I'm going to gather a nice lump of paint on the end of the brush so I can just mimic what I have down here. Taller one here. Just like that. Okay? Just like so. Oh, I'll just take a soft brush and gently go downward. Bring it downward. Bring it down like that. And just try to keep it straight. Just like that. Okay. Now I can get away with a little bit of a line here. It's just a little bit of blue, a little bit of white. Real quick here. And I'll take it. Rub it real good there. And like that. Okay. And I can kind of wisp some of that away, that edge away there, like that. It's okay. All right, we can take a little bit of this blue, a little touch of white. It's got black in it. All right. And we'll take some of that and we'll just kind of pop in yeah, some other type of trees here. Just kind of pop them in there like this. And we'll pop in a few more. We'll brighten it up a little bit. We'll kind of pop one down here like that. And real quick here, pop in some. And we'll kind of get some grass, some stuff going in here like that. Some in there like that, all right? All right, brother. Thank you for coming on in and saying hey. I'm going to brighten up that edge a little bit, that water's edge. Something like that. And I'll brighten up that one in the back here. And we can kind of brighten it up a little bit there, just like so. Okay. I guess I can just add a couple of touches of, just some slight touches here, really tiny. We'll have it come out to our edges a little bit, something like that. All right. Not, I don't have to have it, too crazy. All right. All right. Okay. All right. We're gonna do something really different now. Something I don't normally do. But for some reason, this image came into my mind, This is the real reason why I painted all of this painting like this. All right, we're at the 90% stage here. 90, 95%. We're almost out of here. We're almost out of here. We're almost done, guys. I'm just scraping up the rest of the stuff here off my palette. Like I say, I'm gonna just keep the full view here because we're nearing, like I say, we're nearing the end here. All right. Okay, let's get another color here. You guys probably won't believe I'm doing this, but I am. I am. You're gonna like this. Hopefully, I'll pull it off. Okay. I don't have enough black, believe it or not. Let's get a little bit of. I'm thinking here. Yeah, let's get a little bit of black. I got enough white. A little black here. Because we're nearing the end here. All right. So we got our distant little tree things going on here. We got a little lake happening, our little motion lines, a little bit of land. I can probably do those trees a little bit better. All right, so let me add a little more separation to those trees a little bit. I ran out of that. I ran out of that blue. I need a little more of that blue, just to keep the color out of me a little bit. So hold on 1 second. 1 second, just need a little ounce of blue. Don't need too much of that. I want to detail those trees a little bit better than what I'm looking at. Okay. Okay. So let's add a little more care to these trees here. Just a little bit more. I just want to make them look like trees. Just like that. Same thing with this fella right here. I'm just pushing all of this paint onto the end of the brush. Actually, let's make him a little taller. Alright. Even though these trees aren't too detailed, I still want a little variance, a little difference there. Just like that. And we'll bring him down a little bit like that. So you guys can tell these fellows are up front a little bit. I'll add a little bit of grass and things up here like that. This fella. Put a little bit of grass up here up front. Bring it up here a little bit. Push a little something there. Alright, that's about it. That's what I kind of want, because once again, even that establishes distance here. It's going in the opposite though. Okay. The lighter stuff is up front. Okay, and the stuff is a little more subdued toward the back. So we're kind of in reverse, where the dark usually would be up front, but where we flipped it, we're in reverse. Okay, if you haven't noticed that. All right, and here we go. I'm going to put something. Oh, I'll just show you. Oh, let's get a flat brush here. Long handled flat brush. We'll do it this way because I want to be done with this. We're just going to use straight black for right now. Okay. We'll do one. We'll do one right here. We'll have him kind of come out this way, and we'll kind of give him a curve like that. And we'll give him a curve, something like that. We're gonna do two here. So we got one there. And, let's see. Something like that. And we'll do another one. We'll put one right about here. He's a little taller. We'll branch him out this way. Something like that, and we'll kind of have him come out this way. Like that. It's just a little cute little guidelines right now. Alright. Okay. We're almost done. We're almost done. Let's give this guy a try. Why not? Okay. We're going to give our brush the one I sacrificed. We're going to give him a try. Why not? Okay. And we're just going to put some leaves on there, like this. Look at this. You guys think you figured me out, and then I'm going to throw a whammy at you. Yeah, I'm going to throw a whammy at you. Like I say, this is something you don't normally see me do too much of. Alright, once again, since I put stuff in the front, it messes with the focus on the camera. Okay, and that's what's going on, so hold on. Take that back up there. And once again, we'll start to, well, let's do it with this hand. I'll just take it and I'll just do slight little taps in circular motion. Actually, I'm just turning the brush around. Come here and do the same thing. Come out here, just kind of put it up there. Just like that. Put it up there really good. Still got to maintain the shape. All right. A little separation here and there. I think that should be good enough. Yeah, we're good there. All right. Let's take my palette knife here. I guess I'll use a little straightforward gray. What I'm gonna do now. A little black and white. Okay, that should be okay. All right, I'll just take this and we'll just do playful little taps here. Just like that. Playful little taps of some bark there. Let's do the other side here. Sometimes when you get within the thinner branches, all it takes is a cute little line, a little touch here. Okay. Just a little bit here and there, just to guide your eye. Okay. You don't have to do every single one. You can create a couple if you would like to. Up to you. This is. When it gets like this, it's really your choice, your preference, what you want to do. Okay? You have some snaking up here a little bit. That's up to you. Like I say, it's a cute little line here and there. Up to you. Definitely up to you. All right. Let's play. Let's play. Let's get a little bit of this color. I didn't tell you the color because you guys, I don't believe I did this. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Plenty of paint because you need a light touch. You guys ready? Ready? Watch this. You highlight still the right side of the tree. And you can do it. You can do it. You can highlight the right side of the tree. Look at that. Huh? Just like that. Come over here. Come over here. You don't have to get rid of all of the, don't get rid of all of your branches. Just like this. Okay. Come on around in here. Come on here a little bit. Bring it around. Bring it around like that. Come over here. Come out here a little bit. Come top. Come over here. Cross some of those branches a little bit. Still try to keep a tree shape. Okay. Come on down here a little. Just like that. And bring some of those down here like this. Bring some down. Bring some down. Just like that. Bring some down. Bring some down there. A couple of strings. Come on down here like that. Just like so. Just like that. Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you? Yeah, I bet you didn't see that one coming. Okay, let's adjust the focus one last time. There. All right. I'm going to take script liner here. My dog is coming in here because it's about the time. This is around the time where I usually take him out for a walk. I don't know. I don't understand how dogs know time the way they do, but that's why you hear him walking in here, because he barely ever comes in this room, really. And I'm just adding some stronger branches in here, that's all. Here and there. Okay. It's just a little water and acrylic paint. This black paint's extremely thick. Okay. And so I'll add a few branches in here. Just like that. Not really too many. Okay. All right. Let me slap a signature on this and call it a day. I do appreciate you guys. Some of you have been here for the duration. I appreciate it. All right, let's throw a name here in the corner. Of course, these paintings are available for purchase. You just gotta message me or email me. Already October. I tell you, time waits for no man, right? Okay. This is 12 by 18, so obviously I don't have a frame for it. Hold on for 1 second. Let me shut off some stuff here. There. I can shut this light off too. I don't think I need this. Okay. I should push this camera back a little bit, because you know I take the tape off of this. This tape is extremely thin. It's thinner than half inch, I believe. I just got to be careful here because I know it's going to fall off. So I may have to adjust it on you. Because it may fall on me here. Yeah, it's going to fall on me. But it's okay. Let's take it this way. There is tape on the back of it, but I don't think it's going to last. And I knew that was going to happen. Nothing comes off perfect. Let's put it right there. I got tape wrapped around my fingers here. Hold on. Hey, Bruce. How are you? Don't worry about it, Bruce. All right, let me aim the camera down. Get out of you guys' way. I think that we'll do it here, right here, something like that. And we'll give it a quick touch there. I think you guys can see that pretty decently. Let me cross out of your way here. Okay. Let's put it more or less this way. And I think I can pop me back on the screen here. All right. But yep, there it is. Just put me up there. Let me just put me up there. How about that? And just move this over. Like that. But anyway, there you go. There you have it. All done. Something a little different. Of course, I'll take a photo of it and post it. All right. You're blaming it off on you? No, I seen that she was on tonight. I meant to do this a little earlier, but you know, life. So it's all good. But I appreciate it, guys. But as you see, pretty much a monotone painting with aquamarine, blue, green, whatever you want to call it, turquoise, and black mixed. And I just used those colors, turquoise, black, and white. That was it. Yellow came very last. Okay. For the crazy looking tree. Alright. So, definitely an eye catcher, right? So if you guys happen to catch the video one day, you know, I gave it pretty much in-depth talking about how to do the mountains back there, and whatnot. I know you barely see the. I mean, if you were here in person, you would see the black, blackish textures there with the molding paste, everything. So, and you know, once again, if you got mountains kind of the same color as your sky, it sets the mountains even further back there. Okay. And when you do mountains really detailed, and you know you're gonna put something in front of it, don't be so concerned. Your eye kind of fills in what's missing, but you know the tree being there is there on purpose and everything. So I decided to put a little bit of land in the mid-ground. They don't have to be the most perfect trees. It's just something to represent. You got the reflections down there, and a little bit of the water lines and whatnot. I tried not to really have too many water lines. Okay. But you know, there you have it. All right. I spent way too much time here. So thank you, Madonna. And thank you for Mona. I'm reading Sonya's comment. Yeah, it's the first time I've been back in a minute and all that good stuff. I'll put the title on this in a few minutes. Um, so I'll give it some goofy title, the YouTube title. I don't even know if you can still get on Facebook or not. They've been Facebook and Instagram's been acting kind of funky since 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. It's been on the national news and everything. So, Zuckerberg and the crew is still keeping things interesting, I guess, over there. So, we'll see if I'm able to post it on those two platforms. I'll find out in a little while. But thank you guys, I appreciate it. It's been a minute. Don't know the next time I'll make an appearance. Just have to play it by ear, really. So I don't know. All right, you guys. I shall see you when I see you.